High school, for a lot of people, the best years of their lives. For me though, it felt like a filler arc, honestly. Surprisingly, it was one of the chillest time for me. I just went to school every day, came back home, watched some anime or TV shows, and drew things, but this time fully digitally. If you don't remember where we stopped last time, I was sharing my very personal life story. Rewatch the video! I know it's been ages since I posted it, but it's only 5 minutes long, god damn it! I won't be summarizing shit for you lazy pricks. And if you still remember, good. So you may ask me, well, Aikeji, you said you forgot about your tablet for a while, so what exactly happened that you took it out again and decided to give digital art another chance? I don't remember any details, but I believe I randomly stumbled upon a website on which you could draw for free. That meant my argument of, oh, I don't have any drawing app to draw digital art in, was no longer valid. I know it's quite uneventful, not very majestic of a situation, but you know, it's real life, not a Hollywood movie. I remember as clear as a day that I drew exactly 2 drawings on that website whose name I couldn't remember for the life of me. The first one was Yamamoto Takeshi from Katekyo Hitman Reborn in red tank top. Don't ask me how I could remember that, but not any other detail. I don't know how my brain works. The other one from the same anime, but it was a time-skip Belphegor portrait. After that, I haven't drawn anything else, not a single picture on this website, but I didn't give up on digital art. It's just that while scrolling through Tumblr, and oh, Tumblr times, those were times. Maybe one day I will talk about them as well, but only if you leave 100 likes under this video. I'm kidding, I will do it willingly, but I would be more motivated for sure. Back to the topic, I was scrolling through Tumblr and saw an artist talking about an art app that you could get for free. That app was none other than Paint Tool Sai. Yes, this part of the digital art trial did not avoid me. I was taking part in the initiation by using Sai as well. And of course, for legal reasons, let's just skip the way I obtained the mentioned app. That was all it took for me to take a deep dive into digital art. I drew every single day. I turned on some tutorial on YouTube where I looked at how the guy drew his art. The results were terrible, but I was proud of myself because that was the very first thing I drew while following someone's tips instead of randomly trying to do anything at all on an empty canvas. Slowly I started to get a bit better. My anatomy sucked ass, but I was absolutely proud of each and every drawing I made because I could clearly see the progress. Man, I miss the times where I could be so easily pleased with myself and my skills. So, you know, after drawing some cartoon characters, I moved to chibis, tried a bit of an anime style, and that is when I decided that I need better tools. My Wacom Bamboo was fine. It is more than enough for a beginner, but once I saw Wacom tablet with Clip Studio Paint app included, advertised as perfect for drawing anime, oh boy was I motivated to get that new stuff. So because I was not yet financially responsible and I was raised to report all my bigger expenses to my parents, I prepared the entire speech about how it is a necessary purchase for me to get better at art. My dad just said, okay, buy it after I said the first sentence of my speech, so yeah, yet another lame moment that could have been theatrical. He even paid half of the price, even though I was ready to fully pay for it myself. Learning a new app was a bit scary, but I feel like because Clip Studio was similar in many ways to Paint Tool Sai, it didn't take me too long to get a hang of most basic options. So I kept on drawing whenever inspiration hit me, which was quite often. It was in my 3rd year of high school when I learned that you can study video game design. From that moment, I did everything I could do to convince my parents to let me pursue such a major. To apply, not only did you have to have good enough results from your finals, but you also had to write a motivational letter, which was something I've never done before, but because it was in the form of an email, you could have also included any files you wanted. And what did young Aikeji include thinking? Yes, that's a perfect representation of my skills! I included my first ever simple animation of Sans from Undertale, whose eye was simply turning from normal to glowing. God, was I cringe, but also free. So if you want to know if I got into my dream school or not, you gotta wait another century to pass for me to create the next video from this series.